tonight's Raw. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick Met 2, and my prior reaction was how I felt about today's Raw. It was bad. It was it. It felt like one of the old Raws in 2011 where you just want it to be over so bad. Um, One thing about tonight's show that I don't know, it seems like they just wrote and booked this shit this morning. This shit had no flow. It had no direction. It just seemed uh. And the writing must have been because it came up But let's get down into it. First, you have the Roman Reigns comes out promo. He says he will fight for his spot. Yada yada yada. Daniel Bryan comes out. Um, the Authority come out. They make a tag team match. Kane and Big Show. Daniel Bryan made a Katie Vick reference, so that was pretty. It was pretty clever. That was funny. And then the Big Show and Kane, Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan match. They said now, so it was on. The two motherfuckers I hate the most, Kane and Big Show. This match was eh. It wasn't even a match. Was anybody? You had to be paying attention. Motherfucking Big Show threw Bryan to the timekeeper's little gate, and the referee called for the bell. What? What? What the fuck was that? And then Roman Reigns attacks the Big Show, and he eliminates him with the steel chair, just like mad times him, just eliminate Big Show. I want to keep bringing home that point. And then Kane attacks. Kane starts attacking Reigns, and Daniel Bryan's ready for his running drop kick. And Reigns is in this corner. Kane was right here. Kane move out the way, and Daniel Bryan hits Reigns with the kick, and they start pushing and shoving. And Triple H says, okay. He says, we're gonna make a match. So it's gonna be 5-on-2. It's gonna be J&J Security and Seth Rollins, who was a big kid on the internet tonight. If you have Twitter, you know what happened with Seth Rollins tonight. Some crazy shit. So that's the main event for later tonight. Next up, you have Ryback taking on Seth Rollins. It was a DQ finish with J&J. I knew they wouldn't let Ryback get pinned clean here. They still want to build him up. And match. Next up, you have Paige versus Reba. Yeah, that should just be in my ear when that should come out. It was a cool little match. It seemed like the match was going on for about 5 minutes to me. It seemed like they gave this match a long. It seemed longer than what it was, but it was a cool little match. Paige wins with the Rampage, setting up for her title defense against Nikki Bella at Fastlane. Next, you have Lana and Rusev. Promo on John Cena. Lana shows a montage of John Cena beatdowns, which I applaud. I wish we could see more montages of John Cena getting beat down. Then Cena comes out. Cena says, I might be the old man, but I'm not losing my spot. I'm going to whip your ass. And him and Rusev go at it. Rusev hits his little pink eye and then throws him against the LED, and that's the end of that. Next up, you have Bray Wyatt and Dolph Ziggler. When Bray Wyatt came out for this entrance, because I saw Dolph Ziggler, I was like, I wonder who they're going to pair him up with. And then Bray Wyatt came out. A little bit of me was less excited because I'd rather them just not really repeat the same match they had last week. But it was a very cool match. They built on the spot from last week where he hit him with the famous, and Bray Wyatt comes back up and hits him with a super kick. I love that little spot. Just some storytelling. If you're gonna do 2 matches in a row, just do something like you know what's coming, so I'm gonna counter it. Just like how John Cena, Seth Rollins started to do when Seth Rollins will kick him when he was going for the 5-knuckle shuffle, and John Cena will grab him. So I like those type of spots where you know where they adapt and then you counter adaptation. So I thought that was pretty cool. But Bray Wyatt wins. He's still making him look strong. Make him look strong, guys. Next up, you have a Paul Heyman promo of Brock Lesnar. It seems surreal to me. Why would they waste a Brock Lesnar appearance for this? It just didn't seem Brock Lesnar-y. I remember they kept showing them two, and I was like, this nigga's not coming. Probably gonna Paul Heyman. I hope my client couldn't make him, but it really was Brock Lesnar. So, he came out. He was talking about how why Reigns and Bryan both should like why they are quality options for the match, and that no one is beating Brock Lesnar. They're lying to everybody, family, friends, fans, but most importantly, lying to themselves. And Brock Lesnar's just sitting there like the beast that he is. So overall, Heyman is selling up, fighting with Brock as a big deal. Next up, you have the Boo Day against the Dust Bros. Cody Stardust left about 30 seconds in the match for Goldust to get beat down 2-on-1, so the New Day wins. Then backstage segment, Cody attacks Goldust, so we might be getting a little feud. Fastlane. Next up, you got Triple H calling out Sting. The funny thing is, while they having a call out for a call out, like they're not having a match at Fastlane. They're having a face to face, and Triple H is basically just asked them for the same thing tonight. But it was pretty. I like the way they did it. He was like, Sting, get out here, and then they got the like the crow noise, and he's looking around. They got flashlights all over the arena. I thought they was gonna have Sting in the rafters. I think they're saving that rafter, the first ever Sting in the rafters, for something epic. Cause I'm pretty sure WWE knows we would love to see Sting in the rafters again. I think they're either saving that for possibly the build up to WrestleMania, or they're saving that for the Undertaker. The Sting in the rafters, like Undertaker's cutting a promo, then they look at the camera, it's Sting. Like that shit would be dope. So yeah, he's looking around his flashlights, but it was a Sting imposter that came in the ring, and he backed up, and then on the Titantron it was I accept. So that was pretty well done. I saw a very quality idea on the internet today. It was just something to add to this feud. He said WWE should have brought in old WCW wrestlers. Like, yo, Sting is, to tell Triple H, like, yo, Sting is really not someone to mess with. Just like to build up Sting as that force. So I think that was a good idea. Triple H being old buddies like Scott Hall or something, like X-Pac, like, oh, how'd you deal with Sting? Like, man, we can't deal with him. He's just all over the place. Like that should be pretty cool. Next up you have the Brass Ring Club, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd against the Usos in a non-title match. It was an alright match. It was really, really no good matches tonight. Everything was just falling flat for me. They win, which is always a plus. I love the tag team of Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. I hope they get the tag titles at Mania. I would prefer them to win it at Mania than Fastlane. Then you have Sin Cara taking on Mizdow, and the main star of this segment was The Miz. His Hollywood heel gimmick was just on point tonight. He had a little director's chair by the announce table, just sitting down with the microphone. He was telling Mizdow to get him water, to open up the water. He was like, when my hands go up, your mouth goes shut. Like, shit was funny like that. And then the crowd was chanting, you're from Cleveland. And he was like, better than Ohio. So, quick thinking on his feet. Miz really shined, but Sin Cara wins. Next up, you have a Bray Wyatt promo, which can only be summed up as, find me. So, somebody's looking for Bray. He's playing hide and go seek. Next up, you have Ambrose and Kurt Axel. One thing I would like to say, WWE's giving Kurt Axel mic time. That might not seem a lot, but if WWE gives you a live mic on live TV, that's something. Unless your name is R-Truth, because then it's nothing. But, so yeah, Kurt Axel still doing his Axelmania thing, just pointing to the sign and whatnot. Ambrose comes out, short match, he beat him with the Dirty Deeds. And then Ambrose and Bad News Barrett continue their build for the the Intercontinental Champion. And something I said previously in my video, I think 2 weeks ago or the week before, where I was saying how Dean Ambrose has that, him and Bray Wyatt have that I'm going to get it done no matter how much it takes type character, and that they should use that for a title. Dean Ambrose actually said that in his promo. He said, I won't stop till I get that Intercontinental Championship. And that's something that I've been looking for those two characters. They have them characters that go all the way out there. Let them go all the way out there for a title and not just some meaningless feud. So I really love that. Then you have the 2-on-5, 5-on-2 handicap match. Very boring. Just because, for me personally, this was the light at the end of the tunnel for a bad Raw, and I was just waiting for it to be over. So they're beating them down. Then so it's 2-on-5. Then Rowan, Ziggler, and Ryback come out to even the odds. Daniel Bryan has Jamie Novosapios ready to do his the thing earlier when he's in the corner ready. Not the drop kick. This is for the knee. Roman Reigns comes in with the heelish tags him, spears Noble for the 1-2-3. He picks up the victory. Then them two go at it. Daniel Bryan's telling him, "Why did you steal my win? You was laying on the floor. I did all the work." And Roman Reigns just turns around and he was like, "Don't turn around for me." And then he pushes him into the ring, and Roman Reigns spears Bryan. WWE has said, I think they have said, not that. I think they want Reigns to be the face. You can't go out. If you want this man to be a face, you can't have him fucking spearing Daniel Bryan. That's the hero. That's everybody's hero. You touch Daniel Bryan, you're a heel automatically. So, and this time, Roman Reigns is getting some legit heat on him. So, I would like to see how next week play out. Raw today, very boring, very bland, really no good matches. Maybe one or two. The direction, no flow, as I said. But this so I'm giving tonight's episode a 4 out of 5. Next week will be the go home show for Raw for Fastlane. Looking forward to that. I will be giving you guys a video on Wednesday and Thursday. I won't be doing a SmackDown review this week because it is the start of All-Star Weekend in Brooklyn, New York City, where I am from. So I'll be watching the Celebrity Game and the Rookie Challenge Game. So no SmackDown review from Friday, but I will have NXT Rivals review, and I will have... Oh, no, I'm lying. I will be doing the SmackDown review, no TNA review, because that falls on Friday. But I will be doing the SmackDown and a NXT review. If I catch Impact over the weekend, I will do an Impact review. But this is your boy Nick Met 2. Tonight's Raw gets a 4 out of 5. Please like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to my new subscribers. See y'all on Wednesday. Ready for rivals, baby. Kevin Owens. Same as Zayn. They're going to tear the house down. Peace.